Welcome back, everyone. Part 4, UFOs, Aliens, Fallen Angels. The truth comes out. Now, in Part 1, I made it clear. Don't prematurely jump the gun and come to any conclusion. Don't draw your own conclusions that you've got it all figured out. Believe me, there's a lot more to this than you even realize. We've got these strange sounds going on around the world. They're being heard around the globe, and sometimes it sounds like it's coming from the ground, from the earth, a metallic sound. Sometimes it's coming from the heavens. Everything is related here. Again, I don't want to have to come back and go over this. It's very important you don't jump the gun, put the cart before the horse. Some are saying has nothing to do with visitors and UFO phenomena is not real, it's the military. And you've drawn that conclusion and you walk away. And it could be a deciding factor. That could mean everything. And you should never have walked away from this video. Others are saying it's grays, it's reptilians, they're visiting us and the UFOs are real. And you've drawn that conclusion. When everyone, both of you, on both sides of the fence, you may just be right. Others are saying it's nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with God. And I don't want to have to go through and delete real hateful comments because it has a lot to do with the spiritual realm and the heavenly realm. And population control, we're going to get into quite a bit, but don't come to any conclusion because it could be a deciding factor of whether you survive or you do not. And I don't feel I have time. I'm rushing now. More and more people. I've got another person has come forward and I'm going to expose a great deal. But don't jump the gun and put the cart before the horse and walk away that you've already drawn your conclusion. Because so far, in a sense, you're all right. There is something going on. There is something wrong. And I don't want to give it away. I just need to keep you here. Something wrong with our blood. And when you already draw the conclusion that has nothing to do with God or the Messiah, let me tell you, before this is over, you're going to need the Messiah. Do you know your blood type? You're going to need a blood transfusion. You're going to need to be reborn. And you're going to need to be washed in a different type of blood. Don't leave me yet. We have to take a look at Roswell, New Mexico, and what happened in 1947. And a lot of people say that's old news. It's been classified. No one really knows what goes on. It plays probably the most important part in this whole series. We have to take another look at this. There's a lot more coming, so don't draw a conclusion. Have your mind set that this is what it is. I'm walking away. Because that might be the mistake of a lifetime. We have to go back, look at Roswell, New Mexico. What happened on or around July 4th? You'll see, as the series goes on, the importance of this. Now, right around July 4th, Independence Day, an object lands near Roswell, New Mexico. The sheriff at the time, George Wilcox, contacts the Army airfield regarding wreckage of a disc. Wreckage discovered on Max Brazel's ranch. Now the Army comes in. They seal off the entire area. They quarantine the entire area off. They confiscate every piece, every last bit of this wreckage, and they take it away somewhere. It's not the end of the story. They take it away. All the evidence is gone. Now on July 8th, 1947, Colonel William Blanchard, the commander of the 509th Bomb Group, issues an official press release that the wreckage of a crashed disc had been recovered. Now immediately, when this press release came out, 30 different newspapers published it by that afternoon. It was all over. It was all over the news immediately. Now, within a matter of hours, a second press release rescinding everything the first one said is issued from the office of Brigadier General Roger Ramey, commander of the 8th Air Force, and this came from nearly 400 miles away, coming out of Texas, and he was from the Fort Worth Army Airfield in Texas, 400 or so or more miles away from where this incident took place. Oh, it was just a mistake. They had to issue a new press release. This is very important. We're going to come back to this because this is the bread and butter. Don't leave me. Don't leave me up. Don't draw any conclusions. And Colonel Blanchard and the other witnesses and military personnel that were there, and all the evidence was clear. They didn't know what they were seeing. These highly trained military personnel had no clue. They were mistaken. They were mistaken. War veterans, high-ranking military personnel, Colonel Blanchard, a colonel, and all his military had no idea what they were looking at. And suddenly everything is quarantined off, everything's taken away. They incorrectly, I guess they all need glasses, they incorrectly misidentified a weather balloon and its reflector as wreckage of a crashed disc. That's the official story. It came out just hours after the first press release that there was a disc and a wreckage. And later to come out that there were 4 victims, 4 bodies. Very important. Very important. Don't leave me that. It's a cover-up. A cover-up, I'm telling you. And it's made up. Now, I'm going to kind of leave it there. Now, technology, yes, we have it today. Let me get my notes, with digital photo scanning. Now, they have came out and they've gotten a close look at the press release in Ramey's hand. And with the technology we have today, you're able to make out where it says the victims of the wreck in the disc they will ship. I'm going to end right here. Don't be so quick. There's something major going on, and it's all a great deal of it. It's been going on for a long time. Way back in the times of the pyramids. Way back, since the beginning of time. But don't be so quick to draw your conclusions, and it's nothing to do with Satan and evil, and nothing to do with religion and God and the Bible. We're all, so far, on the right page. Don't be so quick, because now, as I said, someone has came forward, and I'm about to break a story wide open. Don't put the cart before the horse and walk away. Might be the biggest mistake of your life. Check out your blood type. I'll be back. God bless everyone.